Hello, everyone. Please take a moment and think. How has bullying changed over the past 10 years? Got an idea? If your answer was, it's gotten worse, then you're actually wrong. According to the National Center for Educational Statistics, the number of people who have experienced bullying have decreased by 10% over the past 2 decades. Surprised? Me too. Yet, we all still see it, feel it, and live it. How is that possible? The key lies in evolution. Bullying didn't disappear. It just got invisible. And then become invisible, it becomes even more dangerous than before. So, let's tackle the big question. What exactly is bullying? Is it a kid being shoved into a locker? Or a group of fancy teenagers laughing at a kid in a cafeteria? These were the images we're used to. According to American Psychological Association, bullying refers to a form of aggressive behavior in which someone repeatedly and intentionally causes another person injury or discomfort. Back then, bullying was a visible problem, a problem that we saw could be solved with strict rules and harsh consequences. Schools, families, and the government worked together. School introduced new rules, family disciplined their children, and the government body worked a step in. And guess what? These measures worked. Physical bullying significantly declined as new rules and laws were implemented. But here's the twist. Bullying didn't disappear. It transformed. Bullies figured out that punching someone might get them expelled. But what about words? Ignorance, emotional manipulation. It's a whole different game. Instead of breaking bones, they start breaking confidence. Instead of leaving scars on the skin, they start leaving scars on the soul. Let's fast forward to present. Bullying these days break confidence instead of bones. But how does it happen? How has it evolved? Why is the digital world so significant? Let's dive into the most prominent type of modern bullying, cyberbullying. To begin with, what exactly is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying refers to using technology to harass, threaten, embarrass, or target another person. Online threats, meaning aggressive texts, tweets, posts, or messages all qualify. So does posting personal information, pictures, or videos designed to hurt or embarrass someone else. But why do these simple actions have such a huge impact? That's because cyberbullying has 3 main characteristics. It's easy, limitless, and it's anonymous. Think about it. Behind a screen, no one knows who you are. Imagine someone in the audience maybe typing that, "Roger, you're a terrible speaker. Get off the stage right now." But if nobody tells me, for my entire life, I won't know who it was. Every day on TikTok, Weibo, or Xiaohongshu, we can see countless of aggressive or humiliating comments. But how many of them were actually addressed? Very few of them, to be honest. Cyberbullying differs from traditional verbal abuse because it has an audience. And it can access to a huge audience in a very short period, often before there's any chance to control them. Take the case of Jamie Romayer, a 14-year-old ninth grader from Amherst, New York. Jamie was known for his bisexuality and was known for his activism against homophobia. He even posted videos on YouTube to help people who experienced homophobic bullying. However, despite his bravery, Jamie himself became a target. Anonymous users post hate messages on his Formspring account, calling him stupid, gay, fat, and ugly, and urging him to die. This crucial message haunted him, and tragically, Jamie ended his life by hanging himself in his backyard. Cyberbullying is relentless. It follows you home, into your bedroom, and your mind. Unlike physical bullying, it has an audience that amplifies the damage. Now, let's talk about cliques. Those small but tight-knit groups. Unlike physical bullying, cliques are usually everywhere, in schools, workplaces, or society. Imagine a student who does well academically, but is systematically excluded and feels isolated every day. She is left out of group work, passing drills, and lunch table conversations. She becomes the subject of ridicule and is constantly reminded of her loneliness. This phenomenon isn't just in school. It extends to workplaces too. A close-knit clique at work shares insider information while excluding new employee. The excluded employee becomes the target of gossip and was left out of team-building events, creating a stifling and depressing working atmosphere. Now, here's something that might actually surprise you. Excessive praise. You may ask, how excessive praise can also be a form of bullying? But If we use a term that may be more familiar with all of you guys, 捧杀. Praise is generally seen as positive, but kids have figured out a way to misuse it. This can happen by encouraging someone to do something they're not good at, making them look foolish. Imagine a student who sings poorly in class, but instead of providing them constructive feedback, peers shower them with exaggerated praise, encouraging students to sing more. The student believes this praise is genuine, but ultimately becomes the target of jokes and ridicule. When they realize the praise was false, the disappointment is twofold, directed at the bullies and at themselves. Excessive praise is dangerously deceptive because it gradually erodes a person's self-awareness. When someone is constantly praised, they may lose their ability to make judgments, affecting their decisions in life. The real harm of excessive praise lies in its subtlety. It's poison disguised as honey. While direct criticism or malicious actions are more easily recognized, excessive praise that operates invisibly, leading to psychological and ultimately more damage. It misleads and creates a gap between expectation and reality, making it one of the most insidious forms of harm. These different forms of bullying show the complexity and depth of modern bullying. The scars left today are often invisible, lurking as emotional and mental trauma. Take a moment to reflect on the impact of bullying. It's no longer just about physical confrontations or playground fights. Cyberbullying that follows at home, exclusion that isolates us in silence, and distorted praise that damage our self-worth are all forms of bullying we must address. We all play a role. Every time we exclude someone, laugh at a crucial joke, or stay silent, we contribute to the problem. But we also have the power to stop it. As you leave here today, I urge you to look beyond the surface. Notice when someone is being left out or hurt. Remember that a small act of kindness can go a long way. We have the power to make bullying truly a thing of the past, but it starts with us. Together, we can create a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. Notice the invisible. Speak up when something's wrong. Show kindness to everyone. The smallest action can usually have the biggest impact. Together, we can make bullying truly invisible, not by letting it evolve, but by putting it to an end. Thank you.